Hello, hi there, welcome to... Where the heck am I? This is not my apartment. That's because I'm at my friend Travis's house. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to 15 Rounds of Flambé. Aaron and Matthew Johnson here. Matthew, football's back. I'm not at my apartment. What is going on?
I mean, I'm grateful for your friend, like, letting you stay there. I was just a little confused there for a moment. I was like, what are we doing?
It's whatever. It's Friday. I'm laid back today. You know, it's a little bit more
I'm
relaxed.
tired today.
You have to go to work. I don't have to work today. Starting off the show today, guys. You know, we got a lot of energy here. Like I said, football's back. First game of the NFL season is it's underway, under wraps. Everything's done. And 21-20 was the final. Matthew Graham Gano missed a 50-yard field goal that would have won the game for the Carolina Panthers, and we get a little bit of a repeat from the Super Bowl last year. With the exception of, Cam Newton got hit about that many times in the Super Bowl last year anyway. Matt, tell me what you think of the game. Tell me what you think about some of the comments that were made after the game, and is Carolina going to be able to protect Cam Newton?
I mean, like you said, like the first day of football, so maybe that's why I'm a little tired, because I stayed up to the wee
hours of 11 o'clock, Matthew.
Yeah, so I'm kind of tired of that. But like Carolina, I mean, I feel like they're going to be able to protect Cam this season. They protected a lot last season. It was just when you're facing such a tremendous rush in Denver, then the hits are going to keep on coming. And it was like 3 sacks, 8 QB hits, but it seemed like a lot more. And maybe that was because he ran 11 times, and the hits, like especially in that last drive, Cam had a helmet-to-helmet hit. But it was offsetting penalty because he had a intentional grounding call. So I was a little worried about that. Like that, seeing that hit just made me like, oh man, that was just ugly to see.
I mean, obviously, the hits are ugly to see anytime you get a guy that gets hit like that. And Cam's a big guy, so normally you're like, okay, he can take a few more of these than say Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers or something. But what you got to understand, and Greg Olsen really came out and said it after the game, was saying that you forget that Cam Newton is the quarterback sometimes. Paraphrasing, you forget he's a quarterback sometimes because he's the biggest guy out there on the field. But at the same time, I don't care who you are. Those hits start to add up over time, and he honestly can't keep getting hit like that.
Yeah, it reminds me. I believe Tyronn Lue was criticizing some officials after LeBron had kept getting fouled in hard fouls. When you see basketball, you see LeBron taking these big hits. He's bounces straight off them, so they don't really affect him. But in reality, those are actually really big hits. Yeah. And how Shaq, speaking of Hall of Fame, about Shaq in his prime, he took a lot of hits. So I feel like maybe because he's so big. And he's all over the field. He's running, he's throwing. Kind of he has the body of Ben Roethlisberger, and Ben Roethlisberger takes a lot of hits. But Ben Roethlisberger's not scrambling around the pocket like that. He's not running for first downs.
Yeah, they don't have design draw plays for Ben Roethlisberger.
Size, then yeah.
I mean, when it boils down to it, Carolina starts the season off 0-1. Denver. Shout outs to Denver and their whole quarterback situation. Everyone thought they were going to be dead in the water. That defense really is something to watch out for. It is absolutely insane. I said Von Miller and the rest of that pass rush that they got over there in Denver. Really, it just gave them trouble. It gave the Panthers trouble, and it's gonna be. I'm interested to see how it's gonna go for the rest of the season. I think when it boils down to it, Denver might actually make a play. I'm still riding on the Raiders bandwagon. I haven't jumped off yet, but this was an impressive showing by that defense.
Oh yeah, I mean, just going back to the Panthers standpoint for a second, I just really like seeing Kelvin Benjamin out on the field again because he had some nice grabs and nice breaking tackles. So it's good seeing Cam get his number 1 receiving target with Greg Olsen back.
Who knows what could have happened if they had him last year?
Yeah. With our second story, we go to the world of basketball, and with the Hall of Fame happening tonight, and some of players that we idolized going up about to go in. What does that make you feel besides just really, really old now?
I feel old. I just feel old. Allen Iverson, Shaq, and Yao Ming all been in the Hall of Fame with Cheryl Swoops. I feel so old. It's just, I'm only 24. But, I mean, obviously congratulations to all the inductees tonight. I said growing up, I don't know if we really comprehended how great some of these players were because with the exception of maybe Shaq, because I think Shaq was just a monster. Shaq was just larger than life. Shaq was the most dominant player I've ever seen in my entire life. To this day, I've never seen someone be as dominant as Shaq. And then you had the finesse and the impact as far as style is concerned when you have Allen Iverson, and then the worldly kind of impact that Yao Ming had. Not to mention the fact that Yao Ming was a beast.
Yeah, I mean, I was reading some articles and I was just skimming through the comments and people were questioning Yao Ming's why he's a Hall of Fame. Besides just his global impact, behind Shaq, like when Shaq was like the last dinosaur of the centers, Yao Ming was the second best center in the NBA from like say 2002 to like 2006, 2007 when he was healthy.
Yeah,
And he could do a lot of. He was like Pau Gasol a little bit, like where
he was a better, not even better Pau Gasol.
Pau Gasol's better.
He was. Oh, Pau Gasol's not better than Yao.
Pau Gasol is better.
Not better than Yao. There's no way.
I would rather have Pau than Yao, but
my gosh, Matthew, how can you even say that? That's the biggest Laker bias I've seen you have in a really long time. Pau Gasol, a healthy Yao Ming destroys a healthy Pau Gasol.
We're not talking like ifs and what ifs and everything. Let's think like what these two guys have done. I'm picking Pau because he had a longer career and they did similar things. So I'm going to pick the guy with longer career.
Your Laker bias is showing. I want to jump
finals.
Oh, I can't believe you just said that. It's blowing.
Okay, so anyway,
that just blew my mind a little bit. I can't.
I mean, I guess going to Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson. I mean, I was looking for his jersey earlier today, and I had trouble finding it. And just like similar to Yao, where he had a big impact like off the court.
He had such a cultural impact with AI. That was it for me when it came to how we perceive certain players, how we perceive African American players a lot of the times in that NBA, in that limelight. And he personified that for a number of years. And it was great to see one of the top players have the kind of swagger, the kind of style, the kind of bravado, and not be afraid to go ahead and say, this is the kind of person I am, and now let me go drop 35 points on Washington.
I mean, he really reminded me, like, just an attitude, just of, like, Randy Moss, the NFL, where he just did, even Marshawn Lynch, where he just did whatever he wanted to do. Because there was, like, nothing you could, like, because when he was on the court, he couldn't be stopped. It was just incredible seeing this 6-foot guy, like guy.
He's not 6 feet. I don't.
Someone a few inches taller than me scored 40 on an NBA defense.
The thing that got me, my top 3 Allen Iverson moments are probably number 3 being when he crossed up Antonio Daniels and made him fall twice. Antonio Daniels got him later in that game, but he made Antonio Daniels of the Washington Wizards fall twice. Number 2, obviously being practice. We talking about practice, and my number 1 moment, hands down, all time, is when he stepped over Tyronn Lue. That was next to LeBron's Cavaliers team that went to the finals and when they got swept by the Spurs. He took the worst team ever to get to an NBA championship. They had Dikembe Mutombo, but they didn't get Mutombo until mid-season, and even then, Mutombo was just kind of...
I mean, like, come on, give some, like, Aaron McKee and Eric Snow.
Aaron McKee. I don't even think they had Theo Ratliff on that team anymore. Like, that was such a... Matt Geiger. Like, come on. Allen Iverson, Shaq, and Yao Ming. 3 amazing entries into the Hall of Fame. I can't wait. This is right there in Springfield. I can't wait to go because I want to sit down and I want to see their plaques and I want to go ahead and read some of the things that's going to be up there. And they deserve it. They've had absolutely amazing careers. Rounding out 15 rounds of Flambé today on this beautiful, beautiful Friday afternoon. We're going to talk a little baseball here. Ace pitcher for the LA Dodgers, Clayton Kershaw, is going back on the mound tonight against Florida, facing off against Jose Fernandez. It's going to be a pretty tough matchup. He's going to be on a pitch limit. He's been out for a couple of weeks, not even months, couple of weeks.
No, it's been months.
Oh, it has been months. Okay, well, my fault. It's been months. So, Matthew, what kind of show are you trying to see from Kershaw today?
I mean, like you said, the ace is coming back. The best pitcher in baseball is coming back. I'm excited to see Clayton Kershaw because this Dodger team, after the best pitcher in baseball went down, they're like multiple Cy Young pitcher. With a new manager too, I would expect the Dodgers just to like fall flat. I thought Colorado after right around the All-Star break was getting hot, so maybe even 3rd or 4th place finish. To see how well they've done without their best pitcher and to get him coming back leading 5 games against the Giants. I mean, to me, this division might as well be as close as over, but you never know because they've been crazy finishes, the Dodgers-Giants division games.
I mean, I agree with you. We talked about this a couple weeks ago on one of our shows, talking about Kershaw and his injuries and kind of the way that they've kind of, rallied the troops, circle the wagons in a sense and out there in LA because I said Chase Utley's having an amazing season. A lot of other guys have stepped up. Even Yasuo Puig got sent down, came back up, hit a home run. A lot of other guys are really stepping up for the Dodgers, and they've been able to, and plus it helps when the Giants are playing absolutely terrible that also helps to kind of, even it out. But if Kershaw can come back and even be half of the pitcher that we all know he can be in the regular season, then it's gonna be a pretty decent one-team race. Going out in the NL West. So I'm excited to see. I know he's going to be on the pitch count tonight, so I'm not going to look into too much of tonight's game unless he unless he either like one way strikes everybody out or another way gets shelled. Those are the only two ways I'm going to be like, all right, what's going on here? Is he still hurt? Other than that, I think it's just a normal, start. Florida's playing pretty well, so it's a good opponent. You got Fernandez on the mound, who's their ace. So, I'm excited, but I'm not really excited, if that makes any sense.
I mean, I know what you mean. I'm just going back to what the Giants and Dodgers and everything. Dodgers have been 38-24 in the NL, second best in the league behind the Cubs, and the Giants have been 17-32. So that, like you said, that helps.
It helps a lot.
And I would say just sticking the NL East with the Miami Marlins, excuse me. Like with Steven Strasburg, he got shelled. I mean, he actually got injured in his first start back after 3 weeks of time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what do you think about that with the Nationals?
Well, when you look at baseball right now, and especially with the National League, it's a one-team race in the National League because the Cubs are running away from everybody. They just are. You have teams like the Cardinals, you have teams like the Nationals, obviously, like you said, and the Dodgers that are all kind of hovering. The Mets are hovering a little bit, even though I don't know how they're not the Mets from last year. But I think Washington with Strasburg, he has to come back. He has to come back healthy. He has to come back right. Because like you alluded to before, he came back too soon and got knocked around the baseball field, basically.
He was actually playing. He was pitching well, but then after 3 straight outside balls, that's when he was like, "Take me out, Dusty."
Yeah, but that's the thing. But either way, if you don't want to come back too soon, is my point. You don't want to come back too soon. You don't want to cause more harm to yourself, and then you're gonna have to miss even longer time. And we're getting down to the weather's starting to get a little bit colder. Football starting in September. We're gonna be in October before you know it, and they're gonna need their ace there for them to make a run for the pennant.
Yeah, according to reports, it was no damage to his UCL, so it was no major injury, but he had a strain of flexor muscle, excuse me, and it's not gonna be season ending, but no timetable. So he probably will come back. We're probably gonna be able to see Steven Strasburg pitch again sometime in the national season, postseason, or even
I think he needs
season. But you got to be careful with this guy. He's had Tommy John surgery. He's had a history of injuries, but you're not going to get to the World Series if you have Max Scherzer as your number one ace. You will, but you need Strasburg too as your number two.
I think Scherzer gets you there. Strasburg wins it with you. Scherzer and Strasburg wins it. Scherzer might just get you there. I think that Strasburg needs to come back before the season ends and get a couple starts, maybe 2 or 3, maybe even 2. 1 or 2 before going into the postseason, because I'm not too comfortable just throwing him into a postseason situation where he hasn't pitched since August.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, I would say maybe just 1, but I just feel a little even though he's been having a great season and deserves talk for manager of the year after taking this Nationals finally back to the postseason, it just Dusty Baker just can't. I guess he's just dreaming nightmares, of just Mark Prior and Kerry Woods all over again.
Why do you got to do that to Cubs fans? I was just about to say, Joe Madden's about to win NL Manager of the Year, and then you had to say Mark Prior and Kerry Wood. I thought Kerry Wood was going to be a beast, but
they both were just the injury.
Just had to say Mark Prior and Kerry Wood. It's how we lose followers, Matthew. It's exactly how we lose. And that's all the show we have for you guys today on this Friday, 15 rounds of Flambé. Aaron and Matthew Johnson. We did it. We told you guys we're going to do week, and we freaking did it. It's been a little while since we were, like I said, life kind of hit us. We've been a little bit busy, but we're here. We've been here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We got up early on Wednesday. I'm at my friend's house on Friday, but gosh darn it, we did it. So
yeah, I mean, like you said, life just really hit.
RKO out of nowhere.
And we were able to move around and everything. So I am glad that we were able to come back and just do a full week like normal, and most importantly, football's back. So that makes it a little easier to talk about.
We're going to definitely have a lot to talk about on Monday. Yeah. I can already see it. We're going to have a lot to talk about on Monday. Might be a full NFL kind of show. But anyway, you guys know the drill. Down here, like and subscribe.
Comment below. Check out our channel. Check out our GoFundMe page. Just keep on watching and just keep on liking and commenting. And we really appreciate it, guys.
Yes, we do. Now, he's got to go to work. I'm going to sit here and play League of Legends until I get tired and go to sleep. And other than that, guys, have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. And we will see you next week.